Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Time to take that walk and go see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. I do appreciate you stopping by. Today's beer comes from Belgium Brewing. These guys are out in Colorado. This is their Hemperor IPA. And technically it's a hemp IPA, guys. I don't think I've got IBUs on this beer. Let me look. Yes, I do. It is listed as a 7%er. This was sent to me by Mr. Fudge. We did one of the hemp beers the other day that he had sent me, and man, it was just off the chain with marijuana smell. Of course, hemp is very closely related to pot or cannabis sativa. But hemp is more in line for industrial use, and I don't think it contains THC, but it smelled like a bag of skunk weed. I don't know if we're going to get that out of this one here or not. I would probably assume so if they brewed it with hemp. So the one we had the other day was just off the chain with that aroma. It's like somebody just opened up a big bag of dope and set it on the table, guy. It was pretty intense, and it was definitely off the chain with that aroma and a little bit of that taste too, especially the final chug. But this is their Hemperor IPA, hemp IPA, 7%, 55 IBUs, and like I said, this was sent to me by Mr. Fudge, and he says the bottle on date was 9/16 of 2018. This beer's got a little bit of age on it, guys. And like I said, he has sent me a ton of beers, and a lot of them are well past their prime, and this would be a good example of that. But, you know, it is what it is, and I can only grade and review what is sent to me, and I grade it accordingly. If it's an A beer when it's fresh, and by this time it's not, I wanted to be straight up honest with you. And, oh, you shouldn't review it if it's that old. The man bought it, the man sent it to me. I'm going to review it. So, that's the way it is around here. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Get ready. The Hemperor IPA is exciting new style. We change the way you look, way you think about hoppy beers. We found a unique way to recreate the flavors of hemp with a beer that complements the inclusion of hop flavors and hemp heart seeds to deliver something new, delicious, and extremely dank. So, that is all we need to talk about. So let me mark this off, and we will get to pouring. A little bit of hiss, a little bit of smoke into the glass. Wow, I already got a whiff of it. Yep, the hemp is there, guys. Fairly aggressive pour there, and guys, it is there. I can smell the hemp already. I ain't got it to my nose, and it smelled like a bag of skunk. About a half a finger of head on that pour, maybe a little less. It is a deeper amber color, kind of cloudy in the big bowl part. I can see some white through the thin part, but it is definitely cloudy on the big bowl part up there. So let's get it to the nose. Wow, that is intense, guys. I mean, if you're in a bar and there's 20, 30 people in there drinking this beer, it's going to smell like y'all in there smoking dope, man. Wow, the hemp aroma is just super intense. I mean, if you drank this beer and you had it on your breath and you smelled like dope and you got pulled over, even if you only had one and it wasn't drunk enough to get a DUI, They're going to smell that on your breath and say, "You've been smoking weed, ain't you, boy?" Wow, definitely intense. I mean, might be a slight hint of some citrusy notes. They don't tell us what hops they've used. And like I said, this being a 9/16/18 bottle on date, it's got some age on it. This is June, so that's 6 months, 9, 10, 11, 12, 9 months old. You could have had a baby in that length of time. But it is what it is. So like I said, not had this before. Glad he sent me one. Didn't see one when it was fresh here. A lot of the Kroger's and some of the other places that have craft beer, they don't stock a lot of stuff like this. They're more interested in selling Bud, Miller, Coors, all that shitty crappy beer. And the craft beer shelf space is very tiny compared to all of that garbage. So, let's dive in, guys. I've flapped my gums long enough. Let's taste it. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Mr. Fudge. Not as intense on the taste. The other one the other day was a little bit more intense, but this was probably a little older too. So maybe hemp is like hops. Maybe it fades over time. I don't know. Never brewed a beer with hemp before. Seems like a decent beer. Doesn't seem to me like it's world class or outstanding by any means. It's just something different, something unique, probably a novelty type beer as far as I'm concerned. I don't know. We'll see the longevity of the hemp produced and brewed beers and see if it picks up, takes off, or it's just a novelty, guys. So this is right out of the fridge. Let me sip on it for a little bit and we'll come back and give it a grade. Alright guys, I'm back. Got just a little left here. Not outstanding, not world class. At this stage of the game, it's not even an A beer, guys. Probably something I would not pick up if it was available here. It may have been. I did not see it. I don't get over to the craft beer store across town very often, especially with the beers that are sent to me. So I don't make that journey very often. So with that being said, I think the one we did the other day had a bigger hemp aroma and taste than this one does, but it was a little fresher, I think, than this one is. This one being 9 months old. So it may be a little tastier fresh with more hop presence, but it is what it is. It was purchased and sent to me, so I'm reviewing it. That's how that goes. That's how it works here. So I'd like to have a fresher one, but beggars can't be choosers, and it is what it is. So let's do the final chug on this one. Not a big hop presence. Definitely got the hemp aroma. It's not as strong as the last beer that we did. It was hemp, and the taste is not as strong either. So okay beer. Final chug. And being a 7%, it's just barely into the range where I would pick it up. So if I see it again and it's fresh, I may pick it up again. One, I won't buy a 6-pack of it and give it a re-review. But right now, I don't know if it's a one and done kind of beer. It says year round, so on Beer Advocate, so I don't know. Like I said, I would give it one more try before I cross it off my list not to buy. But it is what it is. Like I said, to me, guys, it's a B beer. 85, that's where I'm going to put it. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 3.68 in their good range, and that is also a B scale from those guys. So I agree. And final check-in over to Untapped, they have it at 3.59 again in their B range. So not a lot of people impressed with this beer, and I would fit in that category too. Not super impressed. So with that being said, if you've had the Hemperor HPA, which is a hemp IPA, let me know what you think. Like I said, it is what it is at this stage of the game. So I'd like to have a fresher one, but it is what it is again. So if you've had it, let me know what you think. Let's go see what's in the fridge.